Hi, I'm Michael Watkins, and this is Minute Lessons with Waddy. And today, we'll be working on how to hit out of rough lies on the course. Well, looky here. I found myself buried a little bit. It's kind of down, lying down. Now, with this kind of shot, what you really want to do is you really want to be hitting down on the ball almost like you're hitting a punch shot. Because it's the only way you're going to get it out of a lie like this. And you really don't want to take a penalty stroke, because what's the point when you can advance it? A lot of people would think there's no way I could be able to hit this, but what you really want to do in this sort of shot, just like a punch shot, is put it back in your stance and hit down on it. So, that's how you get it out of that kind of lie. Okay, so I found myself in a rough position. As you can see, I'm right under a pine tree. I don't have much of room to swing because if I get up there, I'll end up hitting the pine tree. I'm also down in a bunch of pine needles. Now, in this sort of situation, and if I want to head out this way, I can move the pine needles around it because they are loose impediments. I can't pull this piece of grass out of the ground, though, because if I did, it is not a loose impediment. It is attached to the ground and a natural impediment, and I would be stroked for that. But I can move these leaves, these sticks, and these needles out of the way as long as my ball doesn't move. And if my ball does move, it's another one-stroke penalty. Now, another thing I can't do is I can't stomp this thorn stick down, or whatever it is, because that is also improving your lie, and it is not a loose impediment, and that would be a penalty stroke. Okay, so now I'm going to try and hit the shot. As you can see, again, I'm right under this pine tree. So what you want to do when you get down in this situation is you want to try to make a swing for yourself, and it's going to be tough to do so because you can't bring up the club that high. Now, you see a lot of pros on the tour who are very skilled at this. They'll get down on one knee and they'll hit it, or they'll get up and try to swing way around themselves. Now, I think the best way to do this, and to not get yourself in any more trouble, is just get in there and just take a nice simple swing, because you don't want to get yourself into even more trouble. You just want to get it back into play. So, let's see if I can find myself a swing where I won't hit the tree. Let's get down in there, and let's hit it out. And now it's back in play, and not in this anymore. Well, it looks like we found ourselves in a fried egg lie in the bunker. And a fried egg is one where you hit the ball, and it hits down, and then it sinks down into the bunker and leaves itself in a little bit of a hole, which, as you can see why they call it the fried egg, the ball is the yolk and the hole is the egg white. Alright, now to hit out of this lie, what you want to do is just sort of like a simple bunker shot, but since it's buried, instead of opening the face up like this, you want to toe the club in, because it will dig down into the bunker and it will end up popping it up out of there. Now, what's really hard with this shot is you can't get it close to the hole. It's almost impossible. What you really just want to do is get it out and onto the green, because when it hits, it's going to hit and just roll. So you got to be careful. Now, let's go ahead and try and hit the shot. You still want to hit down on it like you hit with a bunker shot, but only this time you're going to aim out to the right because you're towing the club in rather than opening it up. So it's going to come back to the left. So let's hit it. And there you go. That's how you hit a fried egg shot.